Good morning and welcome back to Planet Althistory. Today we are going to discuss what if Kid Goku went Super Saiyan against King Piccolo. First of all, let me start to say that this video is an April Fool's video and some parts of it may not seem very likely, but that's the whole point about an April Fool's video. And as a result, I will sometimes add or leave certain elements for the sake of storytelling. While Goku going Super Saiyan may or may not have happened, I think the most possible point in time where it could have actually happened would be where he used his Ozaru fist. Now, of course, I'm talking about a very plausible moment where he could turn Super Saiyan, but the rest of the story will become a little bit more fan fiction. Instead of his Ozaru fist, Goku would suddenly transform into a Super Saiyan. Not only was he feeling pain, revenge, sadness, and hopelessness, but he was pushed to his extremes and faced a foe that even Master Roshi couldn't beat, nor the master of Master Roshi. And if we put ourselves in Goku's shoes, for that moment, King Piccolo would seem like an enemy nobody could beat. Let's not forget that he wished for his youth, which made the whole situation even worse. His thoughts and emotions would run wild in Goku's head, and Goku felt that he had to fix it and that the world depended on him, and that if he was beaten, well, King Piccolo would torture and destroy the world. And suddenly Goku then turns into a Super Saiyan. What's that? Your head just turned blonde? Haha, is that your last wish? Well then, goodbye, kid. King Piccolo would shoot a huge attack at Goku, but Goku would still be there lying on the floor, biting on his teeth, and suddenly Goku flies up and has an aura burst and leaves an explosion behind him. Goku wouldn't even comprehend what was going on, and he would just scream and destroy King Piccolo with an improvised attack. Most people by this point will say that King Piccolo would then spit out an egg and that Piccolo Jr. will then appear, but due to the speed and the intensity of Goku's attack and the Super Saiyan state, I believe that Goku will just obliterate King Piccolo. There wouldn't be a hole on his chest. No, King Piccolo would just be gone. Gone, totally gone. Goku felt a huge relief and descended to the floor. He felt very strong all of a sudden and noticed what he was doing, but he would then fall out of his Super Saiyan state. After some time and appearing on Kami's lookout, Popo appears, but even Popo couldn't fix the Dragon Balls. With King Piccolo's death, Kami would die too, and the Dragon Balls, they would turn into stones. If you are able to land one hit, I will tell you how you can bring back the Dragon Balls. Goku would be determined, and due to his emotions that were running in his head, he would then tap again into the power of a Super Saiyan. He would then land a good punch on Popo, who would then bring him to Kami's old ship. Of course, Goku tapping into this power wouldn't just happen like in 1 second. Goku would spar with Popo for a few minutes or hours until he would then for real tap into this power of a Super Saiyan. Huh, what's that? Is that the house of Shenron? No, this is the ship that brought Kami and King Piccolo to Earth, when they used to be the same person. Huh? King Piccolo and God were the same person? Yes, they came from a different planet, called Planet Namek. You must go there and find the Namekian Dragon Balls. Oh, so I have to go to another planet? But how can I bring our Dragon Balls back? You must wish for the resurrection of Kami, Son Goku. Okay, I will do it. But what about the ship? I must go with it? Yes, it's the only way. Goku would then try to find Bulma and Yamcha. Goku would then tell Bulma about Kami's ship, and she would proceed to fix the ship, and with that, she, Goku, and Yamcha would go to planet Namek. Bulma would also spend some time with Popo and to learn the Namekian language so she could then command the ship. When they land on Namek, the Namekians would help them at one point. Because, of course, when our heroes they would land on planet Namek, the Namekians would then ask who they are and what they were doing and many more questions. And that's where Goku would then explain about King Piccolo, about Kami and the Dragon Balls. Some Namekians they would then put one and one together and they would understand that he's talking about the nameless Namekian. Goku, Bulma and Yamcha would meet Grand Elder Guru, who would read their minds and unlock their potential. By reading their minds, he would then also see that they were coming for a good cause, that they wouldn't just use the Dragon Balls for bad purposes and bad intentions, and by unlocking their potential, he would do it because he felt that they were good people. And of course, by unlocking their potential, he would do it in a different way for Bulma, but I will talk about this a bit later. Goku would increase his power over a certain amount of time and get around a power of 15,000, which would be an incredibly high power level. And let's not forget that Goku, after some training which he will do, stack it with his Super Saiyan state, he would then be able to outclass pretty much everyone who would come up on his way for a long time. Bulma would get much smarter due to the potential unlocked, and Yamcha he would get a power level of around 6,000. This would also be very incredible. I mean, come on, Yamcha is now the strongest Earthling that exists. Goku would want to fight Nail, but even with his power unlocked, he would be no match. Except at one point where he would then transform into a Super Saiyan state. And even that wouldn't really be enough to beat Nail, because Goku was not able to keep the Super Saiyan state for a longer time. And Nail he would then tell Goku that he needs to master it, and once he masters the Super Saiyan state, he will be golden. And he also needed to keep in check the stamina drain which the Super Saiyan state would cause. Goku, who was a very talented martial artist, he would understand what Nail meant, and he would try to optimize the Super Saiyan states. Of course, when Grand Elder Guru he would read the minds of Goku and of all our heroes, he would understand that Goku was not an Earthling, but I believe that because for the fact that Goku doesn't know about his heritage and that also nobody else knew about his origins, he would at first not say nothing about it, because he would probably not like to cause some interruptions in the relations that Goku has with his friends. So he would just ignore it, and he would see Goku as a good person and just not care about his Saiyan heritage. After collecting all the Dragon Balls, Bulma, Goku, Yamcha and Nail would then wish for everyone to be brought back who was killed by King Piccolo, but Porunga could just bring one person at a time. So the first wish would be to bring Krillin back. The next wish, Bulma wanted to bring back Master Roshi. However, Goku said that they needed to wish for Kami back in order to get their Earth Dragon Balls back. And the wish was made, and finally they would wish for Master Roshi back. But then Goku would again interrupt his friends, saying that they should better be on Earth, otherwise King Piccolo could kill everyone again, and they would then start again from point zero. As a result, they wished to be brought back on Earth. And Goku, he would then try to feel King Piccolo's ki, but King Piccolo was nowhere to be felt. Goku then went on to the lookout, and he met Kami for the first time, who congratulated him on beating King Piccolo and on completing his journey to Namek. Kami would then fix Shenron, and the rest of the victims, they would be brought back by the Earth Dragon Balls, including Master Roshi. Goku asked Kami whether he could train him, because Popo told him that Kami was a really strong person, but Kami suggested that he may seek a stronger master, King Kai, and thusly Kami teleported Goku to King Yema's, and Goku then went to King Kai's training for almost 2 years, just before the next world martial arts tournament. But what about King Piccolo? King Piccolo was nowhere to be felt, but King Piccolo was alive. What would he do? And what would Yamcha do? Would he train with Krillin? Would Krillin then become much stronger? And how would the dynamics be after all? And that's where we leave it for now. That's it for today. I hope you enjoyed my video. Be sure to like and subscribe, leave a comment, support me also on Patreon, and join my forum, forum.planetalthistory.ga. Until next time on Planet Alt History.